I welcome all the dignitaries, respected guests, and art lovers of Kalinga Literary Festival to a musical session, a conversation related to the Odissi music and its some musical components, the aesthetic parts of it. So before I start, let me clarify that I am truly 100% a singer. Rather, I will introduce myself always as a student. As still my guru, my father, Dr. Gopal Chandra Panda is there. And every day our lessons is going on Odissi music and different musical topics. So I will prefer to sing more and talking less on this because it's a performance art. So whatever I say, only by singing, by clarifying myself with the notes and rhythm, you can get it more a good picture of it. So let me introduce Odissi music in a very brief to you because I'm going to explain some of the musical components, some resonance of Odissi music as my subject to through this. So what is Odissi music? More or less everybody knows. And in our first session of Gita Govinda, I had said a lot about it. The origin roots of all Indian music we can trace to the Natya Shastra written by Bharata Muni, who first time divided the whole Indian music into four distinctive pravritis with the geographical marks. As he said, Chaturbidha pravuttischa prukta natya prayogataha avanti dakhinatascha panchalis chodra magadhi. So, Indian music was all in the same label. After Bharata Muni's this distinctive markation, we got four pravritis, and Odissi is one of them, previously called as Udra. So we belong to Udra pravriti. Pravriti means a soily. So a soily in musical tradition depends upon the singing style, the ragas, the talas, other components of it, how it differs from other qualities, other forms of music. So then after we got four pravritis of Indian music we fall into the category of Odisha, which previously known as Udra. It is not wrongly assumed that these pravritis must have been popular and well adapted by the local, having predominantly social acceptance, which determined Bharata Muni to mention and consider Odissi music as a particular pravriti. So from Bharata Muni's Natya Shastra, Odissi music is totally a distinctive musical form of India. But till now, we have been known a detail about Hindustani music and Karnataki music, though it is Odissi, and we know less about it. And we people are trying to get it into the national platform and to give it deserved status of Odissi classical music. What makes Odissi music truly special in its distinct aesthetic appeal, blending classical precision with a deep emotive quality? This is evident in the delicate ornamentation of swaras and integrate rhythmic pattern and lyrical beauty of its composition. But Odissi is not confined to one singular form. It flourishes in different expression, each carrying a own poetic and emotional depth. So today, let me explore some of these qualities, some of these distinctive, rare forms, musical combination of Odissi music, which makes it different. These compositional forms of Odissi music are diverse, each serving a distinct purpose and evoking specific moods and devotional themes. The most important and prominent form I am starting with is Prabandha Gayana. Prabandha Gayana is one of the oldest form of Indian music. Till now, Odissi music have Prabandha Gayana and Dhrupada Gayana, they belongs to Prabandha Gayana. Prabandha Gayana depends upon the ragas, the structural form, a specific combination. We get into the shastras. It is totally defined how will be, what will be, how the performance will be set, how the rhythmic pattern will be. So all this is set up. A structured composition based on the raga featuring the introductory alap, pada vinyasa. It emphasizes the lyrical integrity with the specific rhythmic phrases and allow creativity ornamentals for the performer. So in this Prabandha Gayana, we follow specific steps to go on like raga, alap, pada. So these are musical steps. I will just describe you in a short manner, brief manner, a Prabandha Gayana. For that, I am taking a core raga. Core raga means it's totally unique and specific to Odissi music. We don't find this raga in any other form of Indian music. This is raga Madhukiri. The Shastra says Madhukiri, Dhansa Graha Madhukiri, Gahina Karune Dike. So what are the swaras? How will be the combination? What will be the rasa of this raga? It's all been described in the text. In Prabandha Gayana, we start with alap, a unmetered swara combination. Specific way of going to the notes, to carry the notes, to improve the notes, to proceed the notes is totally a unique style maintained by Odissi music with its gamakas. There is 15 gamakas, structural point of view, technical point of view I am saying. So Odissi music refers to 3 main gamakas. Then this is alap in short. I am going to the Prabandha. On is sahitya, bhava, rasa. So we have to keep those things in mind with the technicality and the gamaka and everything. Ago duti syama priti kemonte murchivi. Dear Sakhi, dear my friend, just tell me how can I live loving Syama? I don't exist without that. Murchi prabandha, we used to have padi, lyrical phrases with the rhythmic meter in a double manner, in a speed manner. Sakhi sevang sivadana bang sivadana sakhi sevang sivadana bang sivadana sakhi sevang sivadana dinena dele darsana darsana go dinena dele darsana ganti huye jaha mano sakhi ganti huye jaha mano kete ta sakhi kete ta kaha kete ta sahi go ago dute samo priti ke monte murchi go ago dute
श्यामा प्रीति के मंते ऊंची
Then comes
वेगो
tan.
आगो
Singing the tans, the swaras with the rhythmic pattern.
के मंते ऊंची वेगो
Sare sare mare ma ba da ni pa sa ni da ba ma re sa ago dute mare sare ma ba da ni pa da ma ba da ni sa ni sare mare sa ma re ni re sa da pa sa ni da ba ma re sa sare ma ba da ni sa ni da ba ma sare ma ba da ni sa ni da ba ma sare ma ba da ni sa ni da ba ma ago dute samo priti ke monte murchi go ke monte murchi go ke monte murchi go. So this was Prabandha Gayana. In what we are very particular about the shastras, the notes, the rhythm, whatever we do, it is within a principle, within a framework of rules and regulation that has been done already in which raga, which tala, how everything has been done. But only thing is that the performer is 100% given with the rights that you can show your creativity within these frameworks. So one raga can be sang for 10 minutes and can be for 2 hours. It is up to us to show the variation with the distinctive steps with the pravandha. This is one of the components. Then one of the very popular musical presentation we include with Odissi music is chanda. More or less everybody knows, everybody heard about this. Chanda refers to a type of poetry or verse characterized by rhythmic patterns and a focus on meter as well as sound, often used in songs and composition, particularly in the context of Odissi music and dance. Chanda means chanda, divisions, metric divisions. The term translates to meter or rhythm in Odia, emphasizing the importance of musicality and structure in the verses. Therefore, Chanda Kavya, literary verse with rhythm, refers to poetry that is structured and sung within focus on the rhythmic and melodic qualities of the words. So, it is very particular about the rhythmic divisions with the poetic verse. Chanda, Chanda Anusare Gayana. Every stanza of Chanda maintains the same combination and composition of the notes till the ends. So, though we are in a musical flow, but everything has a set of rules. How the pravandha, how it will differ from chanda, how it's continue. So, in chanda, the same combination and composition of swaras will continue till the end. No step of raganga are followed for traditional chanda gayana. Raganga means just what I did. After this, alap, then prabandha. So there is no barrier like that. It's totally based upon the poetic format, but the main thing is to maintain the meter. No steps of raganga is followed, but the traditional technique and the colorful gamakas. This is our gamaka. These are our gamakas that we have to use. You have to use those techniques. The colorful gamakas used here make it a special and very popular style. It is sung in a particular brutta or bani. Brutta means a circle. So these rules and regulations, the combination, everything comes to a brutta. For this, I have selected two chandas, very popular Rachana, Bidagda Kavi Abhimanyu Samanta Singhara. The poets of our music tradition are given a lot to explore and to feel proud about it. Bidagda Kavi Abhimanyu Samanta Singhara. The raga is Krishna Kedara. So you can see we use these ragas but will not sing as a raga but will sing the chanda. So the combination, the notes are within the framework but not with the raga steppings. Tala, Athatali. Every tala is having a particular set of beats and particular division. Athatali, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3. 14 matra. Sri Radha Bhatuli Premara Satuli Ghena Chinhara Grahaka Mane Sri Radha Bhatuli Premara Satuli Ghena Chinhara Grahaka Mane every Prabandha have a story of Radha Krishna, mostly 90% of our Odissi music based on the different subjects, different life stories of Radha Krishna only. So it was Prabandha, it was Chanda. Then another regional structure of Odissi music, I can say, Champu. Another regional structure of Odissi music of an individual and identified pattern of singing is Champu, known for its ornamental lyrical ballad of Sanskrit-based regional Odia literature. Such a unique and innovative explore born out of an infusion of prose and poetry was regarded as Champu, a Sanskrit literary form that blends prose and poetry. This is a combination of prose and poetry, where poetic verses are interwoven within the phrase passages. Sahityika and Sangitika Bisesatwara Eka Milana Huchi Champu. Some of the most prominent Odia writers known for their work in the Champu style includes Kavi Surya Baladeva Ratha, Banamali Dasa, Dinakrishna Dasa. So here it's all like Chanda, Champu, they are of same pattern, but in Chanda, the meter plays the most vital role. In Champu, the Sahitya with the meter come with its own color. So, it's the main of Champu is, it starts with a Odia alphabet and it continues till the end, that every line, the first letter of every line will become with the same letter. If it is Ka, then every line will start from Ka till the end. If it is Kha, then it's at the end of. So Kishora Chandranana Champu by Kavi Surya Baladeva Ratha, it's a great work. And if I will talk on this topic only, I need at least 5 to 6 hours. It's such a vast subject to explore. So I have taken Kha Champu. It's from Ka to Kha, it's totally there. Ka is Kihelare. Ka, if I'm just giving one line. Kihelare. Radha and his Sakhi is a conversation. So what happened? I just can't explain you. It's so simple, but it's very dear to me. So I can live without that. Like that, I have taken Kha Champu for you. Tala Tripata 3 2 2. Kharapatu helure Kharapatu helure kheda loda kanja na ki Chapu, he is describing his helplessness. In Kha, he is scolding him. You have gone. Kharap hai golo. You're totally bad. So this is the theme. It goes. Then if God will come, Golani to gola kotha re songa to golani to gola kotha gupote sinamu tote pajarili boli padivaru byothare songa to golani to gola kotha. Again she is saying, I can't say what happened yesterday night. I can't say, though it is passed away, but it's remained in my heart. And I only can share with you. It's so seamless. So each Prabandha, each Champu is based on. So again, we are getting sort of shortage of time. So I'm finishing very briefly. Next, we have in our musical components, Gita Govinda. We have already done a session on this, so I am not going to the detail of it. It's written by Sri Jayadeva, we all know. And Gita Govinda, Jayadeva is the first person to give particular ragas and talas mentioning with the Ashtapatis. So it is one of the milestone, a trademark for Odisha music to make it this thing with in the panel of all Indian classical music. From there we can stress ourselves that we belong to a classical pattern of singing. So I am saying my student Om Prakash to sing a Gita Govinda of Unavinsa Prabandha. And this is the most vital Prabandha of this 24th, in which Lord Jagannatha also gave his mark, that he fill up the stanza when Jayadeva got helpless to fill in the blanks, fill in the phrase of writing. What he was asking for, he wanted to write something which he can't. But Jagannatha wrote it himself.
Jade ke che dape.
Raga himself made himself by Jayadeva, Desa Baradi. This raga is very unique, nowhere we find in India, but Desa Baradi made by Jayadeva himself. Badasi
Jade ke che dape tantaru che kaumudi harati dharati miramati goram harati dharati miramati goram spurada dharasi dave tava varana chandrama spurada dharasi dave tava varana chandrama rochayatu lochana chakoram rochayatu lochana chakoram priye charu shide munchamai manamanidanam sapade madanalo dahate mama
last, I can't say it last because at least 7 to 8 more musical components we sing, we include in the Odissi music sessions. But I will take only 2 more importance, that is bhajana and janana. We all know about it. Just to define, bhajana means bhaja, saying, praying and worshipping the Lord again and again, saying her name, his works, and praising him. In praising him, it is bhajana. Rather, janana is expressing your grievances, your sorrows, your pities, your hurdles, your problems with a poetic expressions. You can scold him, you can cry in janana, but bhajana is you have to praise him. Udhar maska lagana padega, idhar you can scold him and tell your grievances. This is the so I am taking janana and I will conclude it with a bhajana. Janana. Dinabandhu mo bandhu no hila he dinabandhu mo bandhu no hila he dinabandhu tume dinabandhu mo bandhu no hile tume dinabandhu tume dinabandhu mo bandhu no hile mo bandhu hoibo ke dinabandhu mo bandhu no hila he dinabandhu. दीनबंधु बोली जाहाकू कहांती दीनबंधु बोली जाहाकू कहांती सेहिता परमा जोगी सेहिता परमा जोगी दुखी लोकंकर दुख निवारण दुखी लोकंकर दुख निवारण सुखी लोकंकर भोगी दीनबंधु ମୋ ବନ୍ଧୁ ନହିଲ ହେ ଦୀନବନ୍ଧୁ ତୁମେ ଦୀନବନ୍ଧୁ ମୋ ବନ୍ଧୁ ନହିଲେ ତୁମେ ଦୀନବନ୍ଧୁ ମୋ ବନ୍ଧୁ ନହିଲେ ମୋ ବନ୍ଧୁ ହୋଇବ କେ ଦୀନବନ୍ଧୁ ମୋ ବନ୍ଧୁ ନହିଲ ହେ ଦୀନବନ୍ଧୁ ଦୀନବନ୍ଧୁ ଦୀନବନ୍ଧୁ. So, I can tell my sorrows, my heart to Lord. Then bhajana. Lastly, I have taken a bhajana written by the great poet Banamali Das. যতনে শ্রী জগবন্ধু নাম যতনে শ্রী জগবন্ধু নাম ভজরে পাগলা মন ভজরে পাগলা মন যমদণ্ড କହିବୁ କଦର୍ଥ ନ ଭଜରେ ପାଗଳା ମନ ଭଜରେ ପାଗଳା ମନ ଯତନେ ଶ୍ରୀ ଜଗବନ୍ଧୁ ନାମ ଶ୍ରୀ ଜଗବନ୍ଧୁ ନାମ ଭଜରେ ପାଗଳା ମନ ଭଜରେ ପାଗଳା ମନ ଭଜରେ ଭଜରେ ପାଗଳା ମନ। Thank you everybody. So I must introduce my co-artist on Mardala, the percussion instrument for Odissi music. It's Guru Niranjan Sahoo, one of the finest Mardal player of our state. This is Professor Jabahar Mishra. That's why he came late. He has to go to the exam duty. Is Utkal Cultural University. Yes, Jabahar Mishra, and he is my student, SP Om Prakash Panda. Thank you all for listening all and appreciating. Thank you.
Let's give another big round of applause for Srimati Vidushi Sangita Panda and her entire team. What a lovely way to start the third day of the Kalinga Literary Festival. A very soulful rendition, and we are delighted that we could start it on such a soulful note.